Oh, you can run, but you cannot hide from the passage of time. There is nothing scary about skin aging. It's not the boogeyman that the internet wants you to believe. You don't need to be hiding under your bed, reaching for the pepper spray, or coming out of the bathroom swinging a baseball bat at every age spot, wrinkle, and gray hair that pops up. Without a doubt, there are things, however, that you can do in your day-to-day life and your skincare routine that make a significant difference in the rate of skin aging, how your skin ages over time, and help to support skin health for the long run, which should always be the goal. Now, I have a lot of videos on my channel about wrinkles, dark spots, age spots, sunspots, prominent under eye hollows, saggy skin, crepey skin, wrinkly skin. Today, we are going to focus on skin sallowness, another manifestation of skin aging. What is skin sallowness? Sallow skin refers to skin that appears yellowish to brownish and is the result of a few things that happen in our skin as it normally ages, and of course, as a result of things that we choose to do throughout our lifetime. First of all, with age, it's normal for us to start to lose collagen in the deeper layers of our skin. A lot of this is just normal, and a big part of it is related to cumulative lifetime sun exposure, which also damages the collagen. And in women with menopause and the decline in estrogen, they too get even further a decline in collagen production. So as a result of the deeper layers thinning, the underlying fatty tissue is a little bit obvious at the surface of the skin. Take that coupled with something known as glycosylation that happens normally as we age and is aggravated by certain lifestyle choices. What is glycosylation exactly? Glycosylation is a process in which chains of sugars attach to proteins in the skin and produce this yellowish substance. Sallow skin is also dull, dry, and flaky at the surface in appearance. Without a doubt, sallow skin is significantly more obvious if you have a paler skin type. In people who have more of an olive tone complexion, however, it can appear more brownish. In deeper skin tones, however, skin sallowness is not observed. Now, you can have overlying dry, rough skin texture, but the sallow appearance is not something seen in people who have deeper skin tones. Ultraviolet radiation from the sun is a big contributing factor for the destruction of collagen, that supportive framework underlying the skin, not to mention it slows down wound healing and repair processes over time and is suppressive to the immune system, slowing down your skin's ability to clear out the damage. Ultraviolet radiation also creates a lot of oxidative stress. Smoking is a big driving factor for very prominent skin yellowing, quite prominent. Smoking plus ultraviolet radiation throughout your lifetime really accelerates skin aging. Like, that is something we're trying to avoid. When we talk about anti-aging, that really should be like one of our first focuses. Let's not go out and sunbathe, and let's definitely not be out there sunbathing and smoking, because that is a recipe for accelerated skin aging plus a whole host of health problems. I don't care what the substance is. It could be tobacco or non-tobacco smokables. Very damaging to the skin. Upregulates destructive enzymes in the skin, depletes the skin of its antioxidant reservoirs, so they're not available to combat oxidative stress from environmental exposures like ultraviolet radiation or pollution. So together, it's like a double whammy. Smoking also upregulates enzymes that chew up collagen and elastin, so you lose a lot of the supportive framework. That's why people who smoke and spend a lot of time in the sun, they get not only sallow skin, but they often get very prominent dilated pores because they don't have a good supportive framework any longer to keep the pores tight. While vaping is a much newer phenomenon, it very likely will lead to these same changes and has been established to be as inflammatory. Never mind the damage that vaping does to your lungs. Poor diet. If your diet primarily centers around refined, ultra-processed, packaged, sugary, sweet snacks, this is a setup for more glycosylation in your skin. In addition to those ultra-processed, high-sugar, high-glycemic foods, also a diet rich in smoked meats. I have a video all about collagen-damaging foods. Check that out. It's an older video, but I go over different types of food groups that contribute to glycosylation, advanced glycation product formation in the skin, and the sallowness, this yellowness, and I go over it there. And I also touch on some food preparation techniques that can help minimize this. So definitely watch that video. If your diet is lacking in antioxidant-rich fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, fiber, these things really help deliver antioxidants so that your skin can handle a lot of the environmental aggressors, but also help to balance your overall diet out so that the sweet treat here and there is not a big deal, as opposed to if that is your main diet choice. To some extent, you can blame blame your genetics, but it's not an excuse to smoke, go in a tanning bed, and subsist off of Pop-Tarts and Mountain Dew. What can you do to slow down and prevent sallow skin? Well, if it's not obvious, your lifestyle makes a huge difference. Not only protecting your skin from ultraviolet radiation by wearing sunscreen, sun protective clothing, not actively attempting to tan your skin. Even if you were negligent with regards to sun protection in the past, it's never too late to start, and starting now can allow your body to heal existing sun damage. If you are smoking, you have got to quit. It is not good for your health. You have to stay active. You have to do some type of exercise, ideally on a daily basis. Doesn't necessarily need to be running a marathon or some aggressive thing that is very difficult to maintain or that you don't enjoy, but you do need to be active. It is very easy in this day and age to sit on your butt and never move. So you have to plan to stay active every single day. Maybe that's waking up earlier. Maybe that's getting a walking pad for under your desk. Maybe it is just doing a couple of jumping jacks whenever you can. Maybe it's choosing to take the stairs. Whatever you have to do to get in some type of exercise on a daily basis. It's annoying, it's frustrating, it can be inconvenient, no doubt. Those are excuses. You have to do it. You have to do it. It's going to pay off dividends. And you're like, wait, I thought we were talking about skin yellowing, sallow skin. What does that have to do with anything? It makes a difference because staying active improves circulation to the skin and allows for better healthy blood flow delivery to deliver nutrients to the skin for healing and recovery, and also to help clear out some of the damage. So yeah, you need to stay active. You need to stay mobile to deliver oxygen, all of those things. We already touched on the diet thing. Diet pays off dividends. If you have been eating the Pop-Tart and Mountain Dew diet, you have got to stop that. Diet is a touchy subject, but there are a lot of people, trust me, they're just subsisting off of pure junk, and it's not doing your body any favors. And you're like, all right, but we're here for skincare. What skincare should we be doing? It's going to sound boring, but it works. The basics: cleanse, moisturize, protect. Cleansing the skin once a day at least. Some people need it twice a day because their skin makes a lot of oil, and the oil can oxidize and be inflammatory, irritating, and just feels uncomfortable. Washing the face at the end of the day, very important, and you might elect to wash your face in the morning. That is person-to-person decision, but everyone should consider washing their face with a mild, fragrance-free cleanser. But here is a truth bomb. Moisturize. Moisturizing your skin can make a difference in the appearance of sallow skin because it improves water content in the skin, makes that underlying yellow stuff less obvious. As we age, our skin is a lot more inclined to lose water, become dry, dull, and that sallowness becomes even more obvious. Simply moisturizing your skin. I'm not talking fancy serums, fancy toners, 7-step, none of that. Just a basic moisturizer. And protect. Sunscreen on a daily basis makes a difference. It makes a difference. Sunscreen is also a moisturizer, so you get a 2-for. What's a good sunscreen? Check out my videos on sunscreen recommendations. I have a ton of reviews here, but honestly, the absolute best sunscreen is the one that you like enough to actually use. The one you like enough to use, that's the one I say you should use. But not just sunscreen, you also need to rein in the other sun protective behaviors. Hats, long sleeves, seeking shade. Don't go out in the sun and lay out there, especially in the middle of the day when those UV rays are most intense. So yeah, cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen. Are there any ingredients that can make a difference in the existing sallowness or prevent it in the future? Well, I would be remiss to not mention topical forms of active vitamin A, like tretinoin, tazarotene, adapalene, trifarotene, or the cosmetic stuff, retinol, OL, or retinaldehyde. Yes, those can help when used consistently over time improve the thickness of the deeper layers of the skin, making that sallowness less obvious. Plus, these also help to remove surface discoloration and also help your skin to, over time, improve its water retaining abilities, which do decline with age. So yes, absolutely, that can make a difference. Not everyone tolerates these active forms of vitamin A. They're not a must-have in order to be an adult. Contrary to what the internet would have you believe, you do not have to use these to have healthy skin, but they can definitely make a difference in the appearance of skin aging and help slow the process down for you, so long as you are consistent. They're not a magic bullet, but they do have good data behind them to benefit the skin in a variety of ways, many of which I've covered. I have a whole retinol Q&A playlist where I have so many like nitty-gritty questions answered in depth, so check there if you have questions. Alpha hydroxy acids, glycolic, lactic, mandelic, these are chemical exfoliants that can help with that dry, rough skin texture, and over time can help with your skin's natural turnover processes to go a bit more efficiently, and ultimately that also can help definitely improve that dull, rough skin texture. But here's an ingredient that actually has good evidence to help with a variety of things, and it always gets a mention. And it's annoying to hear about it all the time, but it's the truth, and it does have data behind it to support it for improving sallowness, yellowing of the skin. And that is You already know. You're already typing it down below because you already know. Yeah, niacinamide, B vitamin that I cannot make a video without mentioning it. Niacinamide, a B vitamin commonly found. I guarantee you have something in the medicine cabinet already that is intended to go on the face that has niacinamide because it's in all kinds of products, especially moisturizers and sunscreen. So there's a good chance you already have this ingredient in your skincare routine. Niacinamide can help to slow down and improve skin yellowing. It's got mechanistic data behind it, and it has clinical data on actual human subjects showing an improvement in skin sallowness. Niacinamide is an antioxidant, it has anti-inflammatory properties, and is thought to have anti-glycation effects, and therefore it may help. Niacinamide is also beneficial for improving the health of the moisture barrier, ultimately allowing for the skin to retain water better. And niacinamide has a lot of good evidence for improving the dark discoloration of the surface of the skin because it gets in the way of the transfer of pigment packets from the melanocytes to the surrounding skin. So it also can help with certain dark spots that you might have, and it helps calm the skin. It has anti-redness properties, so it really can even out the skin tone, including tackling the yellowing via an anti-glycation effect. Win, win, win. All right, guys, that's what I wanted to talk about with regards to skin sallowness. It is one piece in the puzzle of facial aging, wrinkles, dark spots, volume loss. I have videos on my channel about many of the other signs of skin aging, and not just skin, but the underlying supportive framework, redistribution of fat, bone resorption, all of those things. So check out some of those videos on my channel if this topic is of interest to you. But if you guys enjoyed this one, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.